At the end of the day, the scoreboard's the one that counts, 37-21. Let's recap it and see how we got to that point. As the Oilers kicked off first, got a 3-and-out on that Wayne State offense, put together a long drive, drove it deep into Wayne State territory, but settled for field goal attempts. Tyler, 1 of 3 from on the field goals last week. Snap back, spot down, the kick is up and it's blocked. And it's really becoming a mental exercise right now for Tyler Bujea. So it stayed scoreless at that time. Oilers would force Wayne State into another one before the Oilers punted it back to them. But then Wayne State puts together a drive. They went 9 plays, 64 yards, and ends up in the end zone. Handoff, Stinson. Bounces off one would-be tackler, looks to get the corner turn, finds the end zone touchdown. Oilers strung it, but give Stinson credit. He found an extra gear, bounced it outside after the stiff arm, and found the end zone, and it's 13-0 Warriors. That was actually the second one. They got a Romello Brown touchdown earlier. That one was 7 plays, 69 yards. The extra point, though, was no good, and the Oilers found themselves trailing at that point 13-0. But then the Oilers come back, put together some offense of their own. An 83-yard drive that took just 6 plays, and it ends up in Jason Moore's hands. On count, State brings the pressure up the middle. Play action fake, throws over the top. Jason Moore, complete. Jason breaks a tackle, touchdown Oilers. It was a beautiful throw, and Jason Moore just ripped it out of the air. The defensive back tried making the tackle, couldn't hold on, and actually, as Jason was pulling away from him, kicked the helmet off the defensive back. And the Oilers get on the scoreboard, cut the deficit down to just 7 at that point. The Oilers defense then shows up with a couple big plays. First, a big sack of Zazula. Back, Zazula wants to throw, has time, flushed, and will be brought down for the loss. Oilers will get the sack back at the 40-yard line. Several Oilers there. Wayne State, though, would keep the drive going. They would drive it in, and they would have it on a 4th and short. And the Oiler defense comes up with another big stop. And it's short. That's going to be Oiler football. So on 4th and 1, the Oilers stop the best running back in the conference and give the ball back to the offense with 3:39 left and trailing 14-7. Oilers then put together a long drive, as we talked about, took it deep in. They were looking at a 4th and very short themselves. They took a timeout, put in a special play, a formation we had not seen, and it was apparent that there was miscommunication as the Oilers drive was wiped out, and that would pretty much wind up the first half. Oilers trailing 14-7. Oilers take the second half kickoff, though. They would move it right down the field and find the end zone again with Jason Moore from Reese Jervis. Throwing end zone, Jason Moore. Did he come down with it? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Oilers. Boy, that sure looked like pass interference as well, although irrelevant with Jason catching it. And the Oilers now are an extra point away from tying things up at 14. The extra point was good. The Oilers had tied things up. But then Wayne State answered back. They put together a drive that just took 4 plays, went 69 yards, and they find their big tight end. Play action fake, rolling, looking, end zone wide open is the tight end for the touchdown. They have the Oilers a little taste of their own medicine there. That was the stacked tight end out of the backfield, and he just wheeled around, and the rollout by the quarterback found him wide open. That was the one where the extra point was missed, made it 20-14 in favor of Wayne State. Oilers went 3-and-out on their ensuing drive, and Wayne State put together another drive. This time just 2 plays to go 88 yards as they get the jet sweep for the touchdown. He'll take the handoff on the jet sweep, finds running room, and it's going to be gone perhaps. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown. 86-yard run on the jet sweep by Deontay Nicholas. And after that, it's 27. It looked like the Oilers were in some serious trouble. But then the Oilers make a move to get back into things. Put together another scoring drive of their own. They go 16 plays, they go 72 yards in 5 plays. And it's Jason Moore again. Reese back, steps up, delivers, complete. First down, yardage to Jason Moore and more. Takes it at the 40, 30. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, sidesteps. End zone touchdown, Jason Moore, his 3rd strike of the day. That was a big one because that one had the Oilers within 6. But then you saw Wayne State come back, and they'll end up putting together a long drive that eats a ton of clock. And the Oilers do force them to settle for a field goal, but that field goal will end it. Oilers faithful trying to get a little noisy here. Snap down, spot up, kick is up. It's good. And with 3:33 left, the advantage goes out to 9. That one wasn't nearly as pretty as the previous one. It kind of knuckled up there and fell through, though. And so the Oilers got to find a way to get a touchdown, and then they got to get the ball back. Then the opposite would happen. Reese Jervis would throw an interception. Wayne State would get a Jamel Hicks 25-yard run for the touchdown. Then the Oilers would fumble it on the ensuing drive, recovered, and Wayne State would run out the clock, and that gets us to our final score of 37-20.